What do you think are the effects of divorce on children?
Well, it kind of like tears the relationship between each parent and like who you live with, so you like not, I don't know how to say it, or it's just harder, makes everything more difficult for the kid.
Okay. Um, do you think kids in some cases will need counseling when a divorce happens in their household?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you think that?
Well, because you like face problems like why doesn't this person do this, or why doesn't that person do that, or how does it, like why is it like that? Like you just think of many different things. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And do you think that a divorced parent will ever realize what they did to their children?
Some, but I don't think all. Maybe some.
Okay. And last question, do you have any personal experience with divorce?
Yeah, my parents are divorced, and it's kind of difficult because they don't really get along. So I think that that's the hardest part because it's wearing on the kid because they're like whatever. So yeah, you done.
What do you think are the effects of divorce on children?
Well, in my opinion, the effects of divorce of children since I came from a home was broken up like that. It was a lot of stress on me. I didn't feel loved because it felt like I didn't have no one to go talk to, and it was not easy having one parent saying something and the other one saying this. It was confusion, but I got through it.
Okay. Do you think kids in some cases will need counseling when a divorce happens in their household?
Do I think they need it?
Yeah.
Yes, some does. Because they're lost, because they don't know how to open up. They carry around things inside of their heart and don't know how to express themselves because they're afraid. Sometimes kids are afraid to say what it really is and don't know how to reach out.
Okay. Does the effects from childhood of a divorced family go into their adulthood?
Sometimes, but if you're a strong kid, you wouldn't want to live the life what your parents did. You would want to do better for yourself.
Okay. Last question. How do you think a child reacts when their parents tell them that they're getting divorced?
Some kids go into a shell and they don't understand. And the best thing to do for a parent to do is to both sit down together and let the kids know it's not because of them, it's because of the parents themselves, because they just can't get along anymore. So it's time for them to move on, but they can start a life with the kids.
Okay, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
What do you think are the effects of divorce on children?
Well, if they came from a good home, I mean, you could tear a child apart, but if they come from a home where there's a lot of fighting and maybe drug abuse or alcohol abuse, then sometimes they're better off with just the one parent that's stable. Hopefully one of them.
Do kids get into drugs when their parents divorce? Or do you think that?
Well, it depends on the child and how they dealt with it. If they had some guidance and religious background, maybe they could deal with it a little better. It's an individual thing.
Okay, are kids that do have divorced parents more capable of committing crimes at a young age?
Well, according to statistics, yeah, because they're acting out. I mean, most kids think, even though the parents say it's not their fault, a lot of kids think that they've been divorced too. They've been abandoned by one of the parents.
Okay, and around the age of 13, do you think that a child is affected majorly if their parents split up?
Well, definitely. My parents got divorced when I was 18 and I didn't like it.
All right, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.